From Dada locking Kimbo down with clinches and stalled holds, to Kimbo grinding forward with non-stop pressure and refusal to break, Kimbo Slice vs. Dada 5000 wasn't just another MMA fight. It was two men from the same world carrying the same scars, finally meeting under the bright lights after years of tension. Kimbo Slice, born Kevin Ferguson, didn't grow up with privilege, comfort, or stability. His life was shaped by chaos early on, a childhood marked by poverty, displacement, and the hard reality of Miami's tougher neighborhoods. When Hurricane Andrew wiped out his family home, everything turned into survival mode. Football seemed like Kimbo's one ticket out, and he had the talent to back it up, but life demanded money now. So he left school, picked up multiple jobs, and worked wherever he could, bouncing, bodyguarding, driving trucks, anything that paid. His entrance into street fighting wasn't planned. It was opportunity mixed with circumstance. This was the time before social media platforms and HD Reels became super common. When Kimbo's first video went online, it was grainy, shaky, brutal, but oh so mesmerizing.
Move, Bird! Go, Bird! Finish that! Hey, run it, Bird!
Suddenly, Kimbo was everywhere. Before influencers existed, Kimbo was a viral culture. He wasn't a cartoonish brawler, he was calm, controlled, and carried himself with the discipline of a man who had seen real danger long before fame. But Kimbo never wanted to remain a backyard spectacle. He wanted legitimacy. He entered Elite XC, then the Ultimate Fighter, then the UFC, and finally Bellator. Every step showed his evolution from underground myth to mainstream fighter. His fans didn't follow him just for knockouts. They followed him because he represented the possibility that no matter how raw your beginnings, you could still rise. Now here's where it gets interesting. Dafir Harris, better known as Dada 5000, came from the same Miami neighborhood, the same culture, and even the same street fight ecosystem. He wasn't just another random opponent. He once worked security for Kimbo and later ran his own backyard fight promotions. Dada built a following of his own, becoming a local name, a neighborhood protector, and a promoter who used fighting to keep younger guys off the streets. He admired Kimbo at first, learned from him, watched him become a star, but admiration slowly turned into frustration. Dada felt overlooked, underappreciated, and overshadowed by the very system he was helping to feed. The more Kimbo rose, the more Dada felt ignored. That resentment simmered, and in Miami, grudges don't disappear, they grow roots. Dada 5000 believed he deserved the spotlight too, and he wanted to prove he wasn't just living in Kimbo's shadow. So naturally, when Bellator announced Kimbo Slice vs. Dada 5000, fans expected chaos. But this wasn't just promotional fireworks, it was personal history being dragged into the cage. Both represented the same world, the same audience, and the same gritty rise, but only one became a global superstar. The fight became a turf war wrapped in MMA gloves. It mattered because it was street legacy versus street legacy, mentor versus former prodigy, the legend versus the challenger who felt left behind. It wasn't about rankings, it wasn't about title shots. It was about identity, reputation, pride. The hype was electric because everyone knew this wasn't technical MMA. This was raw emotion. Two giants carrying years of tension that could only be released one way, in a fight.
Hey, right there. Hey! Pay attention right there. Hey! Right there in the goal.
When the cage closed at Bellator 149, the tension was so thick it felt like the entire arena held its breath. Kimbo entered calm, heavy, experienced. Dada entered full of emotion, fire, and a determination that bordered on reckless. The bell rang, and immediately the fight showed exactly what it was. Not polished MMA, but a personal battle being fought under professional rules. The early moments were slow, heavy, almost hesitant. Two men feeling the weight of history more than the threat of punches. When they finally engaged, it was wild, sloppy, and brutally unfiltered. Kimbo landed heavy shots, but Dada absorbed them with stubbornness instead of technique. Dada tried for takedowns, but lacked the conditioning to finish them. The exhaustion hit them both like a wall.
Let's work, come on. Do something with the position, let's go.
Every movement became a struggle. Every punch looked like it was being thrown underwater. By the middle of the fight, neither fighter had anything left in the tank. Dada was wobbling, barely staying upright. Kimbo was drained but kept pressing, forcing Dada backward. The end came not from a clean knockout, but from sheer exhaustion. Dada collapsed from fatigue, unable to stand, and the referee waved it off. Kimbo Slice was declared the winner. It wasn't a pretty fight. It wasn't technical, but it was unforgettable because it showed exactly what it always was. Two men carrying years of weight onto one night, giving everything until their bodies refused to continue.
Kimbo, some fights are about winning, some are about surviving. How does it feel to be the last man standing?
Oh my God, thank God. I'm so winded right now.
Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5000 remains one of the most bizarre, emotional, and talked about fights in MMA history. Not because it was a display of elite technique, but because it was the collision of two life stories that started in the same Miami streets. It mattered because both men represented raw ambition, survival, and the fight to be seen. And it mattered because it reminded fans that behind every fighter is a human being shaped long before they ever step into a cage.